And Bowman and assistant coach Garrett Brown.
Welcome to Showers Field, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's matchup between your DuBois Bucks and the Butler Bluesox. The Bucks come in with a record of 5-2, and will send number 34, Hunter Loomis, to the mound. Originally a catcher, Hunter will take the mound tonight, throwing to battery mate Dan Stauffer behind the plate. Quickly, a rundown of the starting lineup for the Butler Bluesox. We have number 21, Josh Johnson, playing center field, leading off, following number 8, Ryan Lynn, playing shortstop. Number 19, Corey Shoup, playing second base, hitting third. Number 18, Dan Williams, playing first base. Number 29, Nate Stutz, doing the catching. Number 25, Tyler Hedich, playing third base. Number 5, Tyler Woodrow in the DH. Number 30, Jacob Keene, EHing tonight. Number 11, Nick Reynosa, playing right field. And rounding out the lineup for the Butler Bluesox, number 2, Alex Altmaier, playing left field. Loomis leads off the game with a fastball that will be hit sharply right to the shortstop, Jeff Whaler, who makes a nice backhand play and will feed it on to Isaac Stouffer, who makes the pick, picking up his shortstop for a quick out, number 1. Ryan Lynn, I also don't think this is working.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
No, it wasn't. Ryan Lynn hitting second here for the Bluesox, who will take a fastball outside for ball number 1. Loomis, another fastball to the inside half, breaks his bat as Jeff Whaler makes a nice play, charging a ball there barehanded across the diamond to Isaac Stouffer for out number 2. 2 6-3 ground balls to start the day.
Second baseman, number 19, Corey Shute.
Number 19, Corey Shoup will hit third here for the Bluesox, as Hunter Loomis has been very efficient so far here in the top of the first inning, getting 2 quick outs. He starts there with a pitch at the numbers for a called strike 1, as we now have a pretty decent night here at Showers Field after about a 15-minute torrential downpour. And Loomis gets ahead. Strike 2, 0-2 count here to Shoup, who'll be playing second base tonight. Last time the Bluesox were at Showers Field, Shoup was the DH and had a hit and grounded out a couple of times. Tonight coming in playing second base. Loomis with an off-speed pitch there. Outside for ball 1. Hunter Loomis is one of the couple guys on the DuBois Bucks from Warren Area High School. Also one of the couple guys here that plays at Niagara Community College, as he throws a fastball up and in there to Shoup to even the count at 2-2. It's a good 2-2 breaking pitch. Finds its way below the zone to fill up the count here to Shoup after starting ahead 0-2. Shoup will work a count here back to full and try to get the first base runner of the night for the Bluesox. Fastball finds its way across the plate, and Shoup will ground out to Jeff Whaler, give him all 3, as he will do him, and Isaac Stouffer will do it all themselves that inning, as that is the third 6-3 put out of the inning. And after 1/2 innings, Bluesox 0, Bucks 0.
Left field, we have number 2, Alex Altmeyer. In center field, number 21, Josh Johnson.
We want to thank our title sponsor of the DuBois Bucks. Would not be possible without them. Bucks Pizza. Bucks Pizza offers a full menu of delicious selections ranging from pizza, pasta, strombolis, fresh baked sandwiches, wings, boneless wings, salads, pasta dinners, and many sweet treats, including cannolis. Not ready to go out and eat yet? Use the curbside service without ever leaving your car, or choose delivery and never leave your house. It's super easy to order online at buckspizza.com/DuBois. Get $10 off a $40 order on your next online order using code 10off40. Thank you to Bucks Pizza for your generous support toward the DuBois Bucks baseball team. Here in the back for the bottom half of the first inning here, the DuBois Bucks coming to the plate for the first time. A quick rundown of their lineup will be Brandon Walker leading off, with Jeff Whaler and Brandon Takiri following as Keaton Soltis, Dan Stauffer, Eli Glass, Danny Mannion, Darren Byers, Isaac Stouffer, and Anthony Rego in the 10 hole. Leading off the game here for the Bucks is Brandon Walker, a DuBois Central Catholic High School graduate, and is attending LaRoche College. He'll take a fastball down the middle for strike one. Another broken bat early in the game as he hits that one weakly to first base, and he hustles down to the first for the Bluesox as he gets ahead of Jeff Whaler, the Youngstown State product, 0-1 early in the count. And with the radar, we know much, but we will see about how he throws strikes. He looks like to be up in the lower 80s as Jeff Whaler tries a drag bunt there and fouls it off behind the plate to fall in the count 0-2. Marcellus misses with a fastball there. Does look like he goes with looked like a slider there from my angle, but misses nonetheless. 2-2 count. Another slider there, misses outside 3-2, and Jeff Whaler's working good at bat here. We'll see if Marcellus comes back and triples down on slider, or if he comes back with fastball here. From Whaler, I'm probably sitting fastball here 3-2, but he did triple down on a slider there, count the inside half either way, but he caught Whaler guessing. He swings through it for strike three. That'll be Marcellus' first strikeout of the game, and he will quickly and efficiently work through two batters in the DuBois Bucks lineup, and that will bring up St. Mary's product as well, and Penn State DuBois player Brandon Sakiri will hit from the left side here tonight, playing center field, as he takes a fastball on the outer half of the dish. 0-1. Rolls over on a pitch there to the second baseman, Shoop. Shoop will come up and make that play, throw across to the first baseman for a quick out number 3 there. Security is beating it down the line, but nonetheless is the third out of the inning for the Bucks as we are through one full. Bluesox 0, Bucks 0. Welcome back here to Showers Field for the top of the second inning. The Butler Bluesox are going to welcome Dan Williams, Nate Stutz, and Tyler Heddich scheduled to come to the plate this inning. Dan Williams, the left-handed hitter, first baseman, stepping into the box for the second inning against Hunter Loomis. See if they're working to work his pitch count up here in the second inning. Not really sure of the plan today for the pitchers on either side, as we do have 2 7-inning games coming into today. We are also far enough into the season, some of these pitchers might be stretched out far enough to go at least close to the distance, but that is yet to be seen, as Loomis misses above the letters there, the second straight pitch for a 2-0 count. Another pitch with both letters are 3-0 to Williams from Loomis. Not sure if they were really looking to take pitches there and drive the pitch count up. Those 3 pitches were out of the zone. And just as we say, that is a 3-0 hack by Williams that is just going to hold up in center field for an easy flyout to Brandon Sakiri.
Catcher number 29, Nate Stutz.
Next to the plate for the Bluesox is going to be number 29, Nate Stutz, the catcher. I know not having many stats available to me right now, the Bluesox do not have stats really available on the website, but remembering from the last game, was the first game of the year for both teams, but he came in here and in a 9-inning game had at least 2 hits. He put on a pretty good performance, so hopefully Loomis has known that, and knowing Coach Dan Bowman, he will be paying attention to that. He knows that Stutz is a good hitter here and may not necessarily work around him with nobody on base, but at least be careful to him. As Loomis misses inside there for another ball, which looked like a pretty good pitch from my angle. Working fast on the hill. There's an inside fastball. It gets a pop-up to left field. And just before the warning track, a catch is made by Brandon Walker, number 38 for the DuBois Bucks. It was interesting to see for me if that mound would be slippy after a pretty good rain and hailstorm that swept through DuBois for about 15 minutes. Actually created some puddling on the turf field here at Showers Field. One of the first times I've ever seen that happen. But it hasn't seemed to be an issue yet, as Loomis is wearing turf cleats either as well, as he gives up a first pitch fastball there to Tyler Hedich, who makes a huge turnaround first base, and DuBois Bucks will get it in and make a throw back to first base, but he will slide back in safely for a 2-out base knock to the wall. I'm going to give credit there to Brandon Sakiri, knowing how to play that wall, being from Penn State DuBois and playing on this field every single day. Might have a little bit of an advantage there to how to play that off that wall to hold him to a single. So now 2 outs, we do not have a runner in scoring position due to the Bluesox. He's forced to stay at first base. But if Tyler Woodrow left, come up and deliver another 2-out knock for the Bluesox with a runner on first base. Woodrow, the DH tonight, fouls the first pitch off to the left side for the first strike of the at-bat. Second pitch of the at-bat is also fouled off behind home plate as the runner Hedich on first base faked the steal there. Oh, 2 count now to Woodrow, 2 outs. Loomis spikes one there, and a good job behind the plate by Dan Stauffer to stop that one and keep that runner from advancing in the scoring position. Woodrow there grounds one to second base. And number 2, Anthony Rago, will make that play. Throw over to Isaac Stover for the 3rd out of the inning. And we will go into the bottom of the 2nd. Scoreless still.
So you can make your order now on your phone at DuBoisBucks.com. Anyone who ordered a hat, they are now ready for pickup at the Third baseman, number 4.
Back here for the bottom of second,
Keegan
and the DuBois
Soltis.
Bucks are scheduled to send Keegan Soltis, Dan Stauffer, and Eli Glass to the plate here for the bottom of second inning. Leading off from Phillipsburg Area High School, going to be going to Millersville University, will be number 4, Keegan Soltis. Soltis playing third base tonight. Gets on the first pitch here, grounds it to third base, and the third baseman will make the play, throw to first for out number 1.
Catcher, number 21, Dan.
Both teams have come out quite aggressive here tonight, early on in this ball game, as both pitchers' pitch counts particularly low. And Marcellus here for the Bluesox is just throwing strikes early in the count, working efficiently, and the Bucks are being aggressive, but have just not got onto him yet. But we will see. Here is number 21, Dan Stauffer from Penn State DuBois. St. Bonaventure transfer takes an off-speed pitch there that catches the bottom half of the zone, and didn't look like Stauffer agreed with that call. Turned around and asked the umpire where that one crossed. But we'll take a second pitch ball on the outside half. That one a fastball behind Stauffer as he gets the bat out of the way just in time to prevent that from being a foul ball, pushing the count to 2-1. Stauffer has been catching fire lately as well, playing in a couple leagues, and has been hitting the ball particularly well in the last couple games. Also with a great eye on the plate, very dangerous hitter in the box, and is playing here and is in the 5-hole for a reason for this Bucks team as he watches another pitch for a 3-1 count. That pitch catches just a little too much of the plate and will drive it in the right center field. The right fielder makes a nice play to cut that one off and hitting the wall, holding Stauffer to a single with 1 out. That's going to bring up number 13, Eli Glass.
For the catcher, number 16, Lance Baldensberger.
Glass, Clearfield area high school product at IUP right now. And Lance Baldensberger is going to run for Dan Stauffer at first base. Baldensberger also has some nice speed. So we will see if Coach Dan Bowman tries to run anything here with 1 out with a runner on first here in the second inning. Makes a nice recovery, throws over to first base, but Eli Glass busting it down the line will make it, as we will have runners on first and second with 1 out. And the shortstop, Ryan Lynn, who made a couple nice plays the last time the Bluesox were at Showers Field, makes an error there with 1 out, bringing Danny Mannion, one of the hottest hitters in the nation, possibly right now, to the plate for the DuBois Bucks. Potentially blame that one on the wet turf. I'm not used to doing that. Not going to take any ground balls either since the rain. That ball can skip on you very quickly, and that ball was hit hard. That one just come up and hit him in the palm, and it blunts up his glove. And Eli Glass, like I said, busting it down the line, beats it out. But Danny Mannion here is now at the plate, who watched a first pitch slider for a strike, and now a second pitch slider also popped up behind first base. And the second baseman, Corey Shoup, first baseman, Dean Williams, moves back behind him to make the play for 2 outs. So Marcellus now gets a big out there, and that will now bring Darren Byers from Punxsutawney, going to Clarion University, up to the plate here with 2 outs. Who serves a ball in the right field, and we'll see if Coach Dan Bowman sends Baldensberger. He will. It'll be a play to play. His right fielder makes a nice throw in, and it is just up the line, and the catcher will make a nice play as well to tag him out at the plate. So that will go down as a hit by Byers, but an outfield assist from the right fielder, Nick Reynosa, and a nice play by the catcher, Stutz, will retire the Bucks. And the bottom half of the second here, we go into the top of the third, 0-0. Back here for the top of the third, Showers Field currently 0-0 with Keene, Reynosa, and Altmaier scheduled to hit here in their half of the third. Quickly, we want to thank the DuBois Airport. It's the easiest way and the most convenient way to travel. Southern Airways offers 6 flights a day to Pittsburgh or Baltimore for as low as $39 one way. Log on to DuBoisAirport.com for booking info now. Jacob Keene, the EH, will be the first one to step in the box against Loomis's half of the inning. And Loomis gets ahead the first pitch fastball as the second pitch is caught a little bit too much of the plate and will be dished into right field just over the second baseman's head. And Eli Glass makes a little bit of a bobble there in right field, but is able to get to it in time to hold Keene at first base. So here we have early action for the Bluesox in the third inning. And Loomis has some early trouble in the base pass here as he welcomes the 9-hole hitter Nick Reynosa, who just made that nice play in right field. Looking to get a bunt down here as that pitch was up at the top of the zone, and he will file that one off to the first base side. 4-0 and 1 count. See if the Blue Sox keep that on here or let Reynosa swing the bat with 1 strike. Pickoff move there by Loomis is not a bad move over there. But Keene will get back in easily, and we will go back here the 1-1 count. The bunt will still be on. Is that ball was put down? Reynosa, it almost looked like it hit him in the hand, or it got close. It definitely stung him a little bit as that one was just put out right in front of the plate, and he barely gets out of the box before Dan Stauffer gets out there, recovers the ball, and makes a nice play, and will retire Reynosa there for the first out. But Reynosa, nonetheless, does his job and moves that runner into scoring position with 1 out. That will bring in Alex Altmaier, the 10-hole hitter, who will serve a ball out into left field, which gets down. They have a runner out in the middle of the field, and Soltis keeps a tag on him, but he will be just in there safe at third base as Altmaier just got enough of that one to get it over the shortstop's head, but didn't have enough of that to get out in there to get Brandon Walker to make a catch. We will now have first and third with 1 out, and that will bring up the top of the order again for the Blue Sox and the dangerous Josh Johnson, the center fielder. Loomis seeming to pump that fastball seemingly a little bit harder right now as the first pitch of the at-bat will find the zone for a strike 0-1 to Johnson. Loomis still here 1 pitch away from getting out of this one with the double play being in order here as another fake steal by the Blue Sox there, and Altmaier fakes that one at first base. But to no avail with a 1-1 count here now for Johnson. Good off-speed pitch there by Loomis to get ahead of Johnson here 1-2, which is right now the biggest at-bat of the game so far here early in the third inning. Moving this one right along after about a 25-30 minute rain delay to start this game off. Both pitchers working fast and efficiently, and another good off-speed pitch there. Trying to tempt Johnson out of the zone there, but Johnson will stay back and wait on that one and force it to 2-2 here. Loomis setting for a couple of seconds there and then deciding to throw over to first base. Altmaier getting back in safely. And we're set 2-2 again. Loomis triples down again on a slider and gets Johnson to swing through it. A nice pitch there. And that is a huge pitch. Making it 2 outs in the inning, still first and third. But now 2 outs. And a lot less danger here. Any ground ball will do it and get out of the inning. But that will bring in the shortstop, number 8, Ryan Lynn, who could help his team after that error, which was harmless in the last inning, but could come up big with a knock here. And a off-speed pitch misses the zone there. 1-0. Good comeback there by Loomis, the fastball on the outside half, achieving the count at 1-1. Lynn grounded out to the shortstop Whaler in the first inning. Loomis trying to get him to do that again here to work out of some early trouble here in the third. As there's a slider on outside half there, dropped the arm angle a little bit, forcing that one to go across the plate for ball 2. Altmaier, this entire bat, looked like he's wanting to run down there at first base. Looks like he's getting to go. And he does on that pitch. Strike 2, throw down. Dan Stuffer, a decent throw. But he'll get in there safe. And the second baseman, Rago, will then throw over to third base trying to catch the runner sleeping, but will not. We now have second and third with 2 outs. But that will be even the count at 2-2 as Loomis is still now 1 pitch away, but the force at second base is now gone. Altmaier looked like he wanted to go that whole at bat there, and just looking the way he wanted to, or the way he was shuffling his feet there in that pitch, looked like he was going to go. He did. Loomis will now come out of the stretch and throw a hanging slider that will hang up just long enough in left field for Brandon Walker to make the 3rd out. And Loomis will get out of that inning unscathed, giving up 2 hits, but no runs there as we will go to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless. We're back here for the bottom of the 3rd inning as number 10, Isaac Stouffer, is going to be the first to greet Sean Marcellus here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Inning for the Bucks, first baseman, number 10, Isaac Stouffer.
Stouffer, the Punxsutawney Area High School graduate, played 2 years at Penn State DuBois and will be transferring to play his last 2 years at Penn State Barron in Erie, Pennsylvania. In the 9-hole, has a lot of power and is a threat to any part of this lineup. And sits here in the 9-hole today and takes an off-speed pitch for ball 1. There he hits a ground ball back to the pitcher, Marcellus. Marcellus able to get around on that in time to glove it and will make quick work of Stouffer there to start his 3rd inning. And of 1 out early as he will now see Anthony Rago of Thiel University. Marcellus still working quite efficiently here early in this ball game as Rago tries to drop down a bunt there and does so unsuccessfully as it is fouled back off into the net. And like I said off the top, Marcellus doesn't look like he's really overpowering too much, but he's mixing his pitches well. Fastball, it looks like a curveball, and he might be throwing a changeup in there, but mixing those pitches well. He's locating really well and has been really efficient here as he gets Rago to pop up into the infield there, and the shortstop, Lynn, will come across the diamond to make the play. Quick 2 outs here in the third inning, too, for the DuBois Bucks. But they will roll it back over to the top of the lineup, and Ryan Walker will step into the box for his second at-bat of the game. Looked like slider there. Good pitch on the outside half. Called it ball. But we'll get the ball, Will Marcellus, and work quickly again and come back. Really good pitch on the inside for a strike call to even account at 1-1. I do like pitchers that work quick. They work efficiently, and it helps your defense stay in the game. And that has been the case here so far, even working around the error in the second inning by Lynn. It gives your defense a lot of confidence working quick. Gives yourself a lot of confidence as well, usually, and keeps you in a rhythm for most of the game. And now, as he gets back there with another fastball, even to count 2-2, so he'll switch balls out here and get a dry one. Now, here's where I like about this with Marcellus, with at least a 3-pitch arsenal. I'm not really knowing his arsenal, but at least 3 pitches, maybe 4 pitches. He could really go anywhere 2-2 because he has thrown some of those off-base pitches for strikes with 2- and 3-ball counts. There he goes with the fastball. That just caught way too much of the plate, and Brandon Walker will serve that one into center field for a 2-out base knock.
2-out single by Walker brings up shortstop, number 67, Jeff Weller.
That'll bring up number 67, the shortstop, Jeff Whaler. For the second time today. Struck out in a really good inside pitch in the first inning. We'll see what he does here in a second at bat. First pitch is a fastball, he puts a pretty good swing on it, but we'll deposit that one into the parking lot, who will 2-bounce right into a white Toyota. Marcellus back here at the 0-1. Another good fastball on the outside half, and gets Whaler to pop that one up harmlessly in the right field as Reynosa will make the catch and record the third out here, and the DuBois Bucks get a single, but will go right here in the bottom half of the third inning, and we will stay scoreless.
The official website of the team.
Back here for the top of the fourth inning, and head coach Dan Bowman is going to send Hunter Loomis out for his fourth inning of work, giving up 3 hits so far through 3. Treasure Lake has 2 award-winning 18-hole golf courses set amid the pristine beauty of the community. Both courses offer a restaurant, lounge, and fully stocked pro shop with the best practice facility in the area. There's everything you need to stay on top of your game. New to the shops this year are tailor-made products open to the public. For more information, visit online at www.visittraderlake.com or call 814-912-1480. Leading off here in the top of the fourth for the Butler Bluesox is the second baseman, number 19, Corey Shoup, and he will look at a breaking pitch in the dirt for ball one. Shoup, who grounded out the shortstop in the first inning, lifts one deep to left center field. That ball just kept carrying. It looked like could have been made by the left fielder, but it just kept carrying out into the deep gap here at Showers Field, 366 to the wall, and it bounced up against that. And Shoup will have a stand-up double to lead off the inning for the Butler Bluesox. So now, for his second straight inning, Loomis will face some early trouble on the base pass. And now with the four-hitter up, I don't think the Blue Sox are going to be bunting him over to third base. Probably going to let him swing it. But you never know here with the Blue Sox. Williams is now at the plate here, who fly out to center field in the second inning. See his swinging in. He hits a hard line drive down right field line foul, and that one will roll the whole way to the fence as Eli Glass will come over and pick that one up and throw it back in. We will be 0-1 here. We come set with Shoup at second and first baseman Dan Williams at the plate. Lewis makes a good pitch there and is hit out into center field, short and shallow, and Brandon Sakiri will make a running play and will run that one whole way into the infield. That one right there is as scary as a pitcher, knowing that you made a good pitch, and sometimes that ball just gets down in between the center fielder and over the shortstop's head. But Sakiri, like I said earlier, knows how to play this field and had that one played perfectly and was able to make a nice running catch. And that will bring up the catcher with one out, number 29, Nate Stutz. He watches the slider on the outside for ball one. Loomis comes back with a fastball there at the letters, and Stutz will foul that one off back into the screen to even a count here at 1-1. And out here for Loomis would be huge without getting that runner to third base with less than one out. As he throws another fastball and gets a call right at the letters. 50-50 pitch there that could have went either way. And it just happens to go Loomis' way this time to make the count 1-2. Middle infield doesn't seem to be too worried about the runner out there at second base. They're going to stand their ground. And Loomis gets him to chase another pitch up at the letters for a big strikeout there for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Tyler Heddich, who had the first hit of the game here for the Butler Bluesox. And he will step in with the runner in scoring position, a chance to have the first RBI of the ball game. As he does just that, he leaves that one down a third base line as it hits up against the wall, and Brandon Walker makes a nice play of reading the carom off the fence and gets it in quickly, but to no avail as Heddich will slide into second base safely, and just like that, the Butler Bluesox are out to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fourth inning. the DH now, Tyler Woodrow, will step into the box. Another chance to keep this two-out rally alive, as we now have, again, a runner on second base. 2 outs. Looking to trade places out there with Hedich, as he just did with Williams. As he will waste one up the middle for a single, and played really well out there by Brandon Sakiri, who makes a nice throw into the middle, as Isaac Stafford, the cutoff man, will hold it, and they will hold the runner at third. Now first and third with 2 outs, excuse me. And that'll bring in Jacob Keene, the EH. Keene also had a single in the third inning, and where we're sitting up here in the box, I cannot see the Bucks bullpen. Not sure who all is here tonight for the Bucks either. I can't tell if they have anybody warming up. But if they do not, I would imagine here soon. Loomis still throwing well, just the Butler Bluesox able to put some good swings on the ball here in this inning and drive in a couple hits here and drive in 1 run. First and third here. See if the Blue Sox do anything to this runner here at first to get him out of an instant out at second base, as he was leaning there a little bit as Loomis picks off to first. Might give head coach Jan Bowman a little intel on what they were doing there, as the 0-1 pitch will now come into Keene. Throws over again, leaning again. Danny Bowman and potentially Jan Stauffer calling that pick off over there. Potentially a good move, as he looked to be leaning a little bit too much. As they fake another steal, seems like the Blue Sox really like to go after that. Some teams really like a delayed steal. The Blue Sox seem to like the fake steal there. But the reaction by the runner there at first base looked like he just didn't get a good jump. Looked like he might have been going there. But smartly, if he didn't get a good jump, staying there to keep the bat in Keene's hands. But a 0-2 count nonetheless. Ball there on the outside, gets by Stauffer, and will smartly hold that ball, but Blue Sox no longer needing to have to do anything. That runner will move up to second base, second and third here, 2 outs. Still 1-2 count, 1 pitch away here for Loomis to get out of this inning. Getting intel that Alex Petrov is in the DuBois Bucks bullpen stretching. Potentially getting loose here. He is a right-handed pitcher from the University of Pitt, Johnstown. That ball is smoked to right field, up over the head of Eli Glass, trying to play it off the wall, but no, it will go over the wall, right over the Toyota sign, and that ball was hit hard no matter where you're at, and it got up high enough that might have been out in most places, and that will go into the Sandy Lick Creek out there right beside the scoreboard net. But nonetheless, a 3-run home run for Jacob Keene, making it a 4-0 game for the Blue Sox.
Right fielder, number 11, Nick Reynosa.
Reynosa now, number 11, the right fielder, will step into the box. Still with 2 outs here. Looking to keep this rally alive for the Blue Sox, as Hunter Loomis now is really tested here, see what he does after just giving up that home run, see if he can come back, find a strike zone, and keep pounding it. As he throws a slider down, looked to be a good pitch, but must have been just below the knees, called for ball 1. Another off-speed pitch on the outside, called for ball 2. First time Reynosa this game's going to get to swing at us in the second inning. He was given the bunt sign by third base coach and put down a sack and did his job, as he looks at a strike there. 2-1. Loomis loses that one off his hand inside. Definitely not intentional, but will get Reynosa. And he will take a walk down to first base, and that will prompt head coach Jan Bowman to take a trip out to the mound to calm his pitcher down, also possibly giving Petrov some time to warm up in the pen. Number 4, Keegan Saltis at third base, looking over into the pen. I'm assuming now that Petrov is up throwing. Danny Bowman will take the slow walk off the field, looking down at the pen, seeing if his pitcher is ready. And Loomis will get at least one more here as the bottom of the order comes up with Alex Altmaier at the plate, the lefty. Last time the Blue Sox were here, hit second in the lineup, so definitely no slouch of a hitter here in the box right now. As Loomis's first pitch there is up and away, looking to like he's just overthrowing it right now. Hopefully Dan was able to tell him just calm down and limit the damage here. And this game is by no means over, as he needs to get his team into the dugout and get the bats rolling again. As he misses down low there, 2-0. A decent looking fastball, on the outside half there, also called for a ball by our home plate umpire. And Loomis shrugging his shoulders there a little bit, didn't like that call, as he will throw over to first base. Possibly just a throw over to give himself a little bit more time to keep his composure. So he looks into Dan Stauffer and will come set with a 3-0. Puts over again, good move, close play. But Reynosa is in and safely here. We're still 3-0. As that fastball misses up. A 4-pitch walk to make it first and second with 2 outs here. And brings up again the dangerous Josh Johnson.
Number 21, Josh Johnson.
Loomis will be trying to create the same outcome as he did last inning, getting Johnson to strike out on a nasty slider on the outside half. We'll see how he works him here this inning. As Johnson crowds the plate a little bit with an open stance. Looking to drive the ball somewhere in the outfield, as there's a decently big gap out here in right center. But we'll take an off-speed pitch on the outside half for strike 1. Another good pitch there on the outside does not get him to bite just enough, as that one will be taken for a ball. See if the middle infield here works this runner at all, trying to get him back to second base, or if Stauffer, bluffs in a little bit here at first base to keep Altmaier steady, but they do not do that, and the runner at second will take off and have that bag stolen easy, as he threw another slider, tripled down on the slider again, and that one missed low and away for ball 2, and let that runner take that bag easily. Runner at first. Also, just like last inning when he was on base, you could tell he was going to go there just by his feet. And surprisingly, Loomis doesn't throw over. But nonetheless, evens the count here at 2-2, but we do have runners on second and third for Josh Johnson. The force is no longer there, but Loomis is now able to get out of the stretch and go to the windup for this 2-2 count. He throws a slider. Altmaier will jump over that ball, and Wheeler will make the play 6-3 to Stauffer. And I think he might have got him to break that bat there as well. Nonetheless, we have 4 runs there coming across that half inning for the Blue Sox. And we will head it to the bottom of the 4th with the Blue Sox 4, Bucks 0.
Leading off for the Bucks in the bottom of the fourth inning, center fielder number 3, Brandon Zakari.
Bucks now trying to shake off the cobwebs there after a 4-run top of the fourth, as they will get their turn out here in the bottom of the fourth. As number 3, the center fielder Brandon Zakari, will lead it off for the Bucks as he will watch a first pitch fastball on the outside for ball 1. Zakari in the first inning rolled over to the second baseman Shoop, as it's a hard ground ball there to the first baseman Williams. Williams bobbles a little bit but stays composed as Zakari is busting it down the line to put him out for out number 1.
Third baseman number 4, Keegan Sultan.
That'll bring up number 4, the third baseman Keegan Soltis. In the second inning, he grounded out to third base with the third baseman ranging to his left to make the play, as he will look at an off-speed pitch there for strike 1. Soltis with a good eye there to even the count at 1-1. He really is composed in the box for the most part as a younger player just graduating high school. Getting ready to head to a PSAC school, we know he's a good player as he looks at a strike there to make the count 1-2 as Sean Furlong is up in the Bluesox bullpen, and the Bucks maybe, if he gets in the game, getting a little bit of fire going, as they did see him last time the Bluesox were at Showers Field. And Marcellus there misses with a fastball with about 57 feet. Soltis will stay alive there with the foul ball off his own ankle, and we'll do it again, 2-2. Just looking to get a rally going here. The Bucks so far through 3 1/3 only have 2 hits. Those 2 hits coming by way of Dan Stauffer in the second inning and Darren Byers as well in the second. As that ball's fouled off. We're going to do it again, 2-2. Scoreboard, I think, is wrong as they're showing 2 hits. I'm going to have us with 3 hits as Brandon Walker had a 2-out hit in the third inning, as Byers' hit was just a 9-2 outfield assist there by Reynoso. And Soltis stays alive again with a hard hit ball down the right side and will find its way out of play. This is a good at bat here for Soltis, driving the pitch count up here of Marcellus. Even though there's a guy in the pen down there, he has not thrown very many pitches and has worked very efficiently so far. Let's see what he does here. And a fastball in the inner half there is taken for a ball. Looked like the home plate umpire was getting ready to ring him up, but decided against it at the last second. And Soltis will for sure take that call, and he works to count to full as he deposits one into right center field. The right fielder Reynoso will range to his right and make the play for the second out of the inning.
Just checking in. Anybody else coming in through there?
Catcher number 21, Dan Stauffer.
That will bring in the catcher number 21, Dan Stauffer, who has a hit in this ballgame. And we will see what he can do here in the bottom of the fourth, see if he can start a 2-out rally for the Bucks just like the Bluesox had last inning. Good off-speed pitch there by Marcellus as he gets ahead of Stauffer 0-1. That was being a big key in this ballgame, is getting ahead early in the counts. He has got up 0-2 a ton in this game, sometimes has worked his way back to 3-2, but for the most part has been pitching a super solid game. Has not walked anybody yet. As I said, giving up those 3 hits, but doing a good job so far. As the 0-2 pitch there is low and inside and doesn't tempt Dan Stauffer. And we will do it here, 1-2. Marcellus with a very, very tight slider there on the inside half. Freezes Stoffer in his tracks, and he will get another strikeout there as we will be at the end of 4 innings, 4-0 Bluesox.
Stand beside her, and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, wide the home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Thank you.
Back here for the top of the 5th inning as number 8, Alec Petrov from UPJ will be entering the game here for the DuBois Bucks. That's going to do it for starting pitcher Hunter Loomis. His final line, 4 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs with 2 strikeouts. Good outing there by Loomis, really up until the last part of the 4th inning as he just lost a little bit of command, gave a couple hits, and then that home run. Other than that, still a pretty good outing by Hunter Loomis, keeping his team in the game for the most part here, going here into the top of the 5th, but giving way to Petrov. The DuBois Airport is the easiest and most convenient way to travel. Southern Airways offers 6 flights a day to Pittsburgh or Baltimore for as low as $39 one way. Log on to DuBoisAirport.com for booking info now. Back here for the top of the 5th, number 8, Ryan Lynn, the shortstop, is going to lead it off here for the Bluesox and be the first to greet Petrov out of the pen for the Bucks. First pitch fastball there for Petrov, finds the plate, strike 1. Curveball there has Lynn spinning in the box. 0-2 early here in the count. And good to see early in this game and early in the night that rain was able to clear out here early and didn't seem to really have too many problems. Nobody was slipping around and everybody was able to stay safe as we look to have pretty good weather for the rest of the night as that 0-2 pitch misses up and in to Lynn. Lynn, the lengthy right-hander, out of the pen for the Bucks, misses down there 2-2. Primarily an middle infielder, for the Bucks. But we'll pitch every once in a while, and he is pitching here tonight. And the Bucks, are 5-2, have some work to do if they want to win this ball game early. in the night, as we will have another game shortly following this game, as Lynn will foul that one back off into the net, and we will do it again 2-2. Petrov bounces that breaking ball 3-2. Seems that he has not found command of that breaking pitch early here in this outing, as he'll need to find that, or these Bluesox hitters will be able just to sit on the fastball and lay off the breaking stuff. But very early here as well, and that fastball is left up a little bit, but it's lifted to center field, and Brandon Security will camp under that one for out number 1 here in the 5th inning.
Second baseman, number 19, Corey Shute.
On 1 count here to shoot. There's the command of that breaking ball we were talking about. And curveball finds a zone there, and Shoot swings right over it.
And just let them know that dude's up here.
Right.
Fastball in the outer half gets Shoot to look. He does not agree, but that is a looking strikeout there for Petrov, as we will throw it around the diamond, and we now have 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And that will bring in the first baseman, number 18, Dan Williams. And he has flied out to center field twice so far tonight. Curveball there misses low and away. Ball 1.
No. You got a car load.
That fastball is up at the letters and fouled off back behind the stadium here for strike 1. Bluesox now stepping out of the box here a little bit more in this inning, looking to try to throw off Petrov's rhythm on the mound. As a pitcher myself, that does work occasionally, and they seem to have a plan here, and they're sticking to it, as Petrov misses low there with a curveball to push the count 2-1. Fastball misses low there. 3-1. Jeff Wade, the shortstop for the Bucks, playing a shift here, as he is positioned just behind second base. The third baseman Loomis also moved over to the right, as just on cue he hits it down the left field line, way away from all of the shift, and that one gets just out of play into the left field seats. Full count here for Petrov to Williams. Right half of the infield not shifted at all, playing straight up, playing it normally. The center fielder Security played over to the right a little bit of where he usually would be playing, as well as the left fielder Walker. As Williams walks there, probably a good call there. Don't know who would set that up, if it was Whaler or Coach Dan Bowman, but hit it up the middle both times to Security. Probably a pretty good call on that, knowing that they've seen him a couple times as well and hitting it up the middle. But nonetheless, that will be a 2-out walk for Petrov, and that's going to bring in the catcher, number 29, Nate Stutz. Stutz today with a fly out to Walker in left field, as well as a strikeout his last AB. Petrov with a fastball in gets Stutz to pop that one up out of play on the right side for strike one. See what they do here on the base pass, as that pitch right there by Stutz was pretty slow to the plate. See if he pulls out a slide step here, or still goes with the high leg kick. Does have a little bit of a slide step there, quicker to the plate that time for another fastball. 0-2 count. Williams way off there, had that one timed up just about perfectly. Never going to be a throw on that one, as had Petrov's timing perfectly there, and the pitch looked like it almost slipped out of Petrov's hands as it almost went up over the catcher Stauffer's glove, but Stauffer able to jump up and make the play. Now a runner in scoring position, 2 outs here for the Blue Sox. Petrov throws a ball there. Never like that when a pitcher looks back again when he's in his windup, losing your focus on the catcher. That is super tough to turn around and be able to find your spot again. And there, it proves big time as he misses high and away. As Stutz will take time there, and we will do it again here when he gets set 2-2. Rago, the second baseman, will hold Williams close for a minute as Petrov thought he had his third strike there and just does not get the call from home plate umpire. But we will do it again, 3-2. And that was a good pitch just in the inside half. That's another one of those 50-50 pitches that you can't count on either way. As a hitter, usually you're not want to let that one go with 2 strikes, but he does and gets the call 3-2, and he works. And that was an off-speed pitch that Petrov was looking to get a call again, but does not. That one on an off-speed pitch, usually not going to get a call there.
Third baseman, number 25.
At the letters on an off-speed pitch, but that'll be his second straight walk here with 2 outs. See if that comes back to bite him or not, but we're going to have number 25, Tyler Heddich now. Again, 2 for 2 in this ballgame, single and a double so far, so this is right where Heddich wants to be right now. Runners on the base pass for him with 2 outs. Rago's still working the middle there, and that pitch misses low. Hedge Smokes went down to third base there, but Keegan Soltis will be right there to make that play, and will step on third for the third out of the inning there. And the 2-out walks there by Petrov does not come back to harm him at all, as we will go no hits there with 2 walks in the inning. And we're going to go to the bottom half of the 5th, 4-0 Blue Sox.
So easy to make your order right now on your phone at DuBois.
We're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning here at Showers Field. Blue Sox 4, Bucks 0.
13, Eli Glass.
I got a text that everything sounds good, so I must be doing my job somewhat decent. As Eli Glass will step into the box for his second at bat of the game, got on in the second inning from an error from the shortstop. And Marcell is still here on the mound here for the Blue Sox as he misses away for ball 1. Glass watches a strike there on the outside. And Petrov was not getting that pitch in the last inning, but nonetheless, a strike called there by home plate umpire for strike 1. And that pitch, off speed, misses inside for ball 2. Eli Glass, the lefty here from IUP, also will pitch a little bit for the Bucks this year. We'll call timeout and command the box here. I don't know if it's just me, but everything that left-handers do just looks so much sweeter than when it's done by a right-hander. But I love Eli Glass's swing. It's very fluent through the zone. As he is just late on that one, and it'll even the count 2-2. So there's a lot of room down here and right field at Showers Field as it runs out right along the Sandy Lick Creek. And if he can put one down that way, that could be and it's definitely going to be at least a double, if not a triple. But here he now works the count to 3-2. And Marcellus is in danger of walking his first batter of the game. Glass of the 3-2 takes ball 4 in the outside half. And the first strike that was called against him, it looked to be in the same exact spot. But nonetheless, that will be a ball. And Marcellus' first walk of the game. And Eli Glass will be on first base here with nobody out. And looking to start a little bit of rally that the Bucks have not been able to do so far this game. And Danny Manning, just his second at bat of the game, will step into the box, And he got jammed here in his first at bat of the game in the second inning and popped up to the first baseman Williams as he gets around on that one and hits it foul down the right side into the parking lot. And Marcellus will get up 0-1 early. Manny takes a hack there as that one is up at the letters. And it looks like he's a little bit frustrated with himself as chasing that one. But it will be an 0-2 count. Steps out and gets the signs from head coach Dan Bowman at third base. Steps back in and will roll a ground ball straight to the shortstop for a double play, 6-4-3 double play, as the first baseman Dan Williams will make a nice scoop to bail out his teammate Corey Shoup at second base there, who jumped it to him, but nonetheless, 6-4-3 double play, and should have been just about tailor-made. And that'll bring up number 5, Darren Byers, who did have a hit here in his first at-bat in the second inning. Also, Darren Byers has the first RBI in DuBois Bucks history. So Darren Byers always will put his little bit of a legacy on the DuBois Bucks. Something with the first, always go down in the record books. 0-1 pitch here to him is on the outside for ball 1. Curveball misses low there. And down in the bullpen for the Blue Sox, Matt Troma is down there throwing. Doesn't look like he's getting ready to pitch. He's getting ready to come in the field. Good pitch there on the outside half. Freezes Byers 2-2 count here. Like I said earlier, they did have Furlong warming up, but like I said, Marcellus has been throwing well and might not need to use him until the second game, depending on what happens here. As Byers hits a ground ball pretty hard over to second base Shoup, and Byers will hustle that one down to first base, but Shoup's going to make the easy 4-3 put out for the third out of the inning, and we're going to head to the 6th. Still Blue Sox 4, Bucks nothing. Back here to Showers Field in the top of the sixth inning. Bluesox set to come to the plate here for the top of the sixth. And Tyler Woodrow is going to lead it off here. And in his last inning, singled to set up the 2-out home run by the on-deck hitter, Jacob Keene. In fact, facing Petrov here for the first time tonight, though, as Petrov misses with a fastball on the outside half, 1-0.
Finish off those wins. What's the goal again? What?
Ball 2 down there, down low there. Another fastball from Petrov as he'll come back here and bounce another one as that went in the dirt and caught by Woodrow at the plate. 3-0. And Jeff Whaler is going to come in here from shortstop to calm down his pitcher and give him a little word of encouragement here. As Petrov did not give up any hits last inning, just those 2 walks. And if he can find the zone, seems to be getting these hitters to roll over on a lot of pitches. As Whaler's pep talk might have paid off there as he finds his zone 3-1.
No, she is my mom. But yeah, she already closed.
And Petrov misses again low there, about 58 feet, and inside. Woodrow has to jump out of the way of that one, and that'll be a leadoff walk for Tyler Woodrow. Bringing up the extra hitter, Jacob Keene, number 30, who went deep over the right center wall last time. Here again, facing Petrov for the first time, looking to get a double play as Woodrow with his lead at first. Petrov finds his zone there, and it looked like that just got off the end of the bat a little bit there by Keene and popped up into center field as
Right fielder, number 11.
Brandon Security will make the play for the first out of the inning. And just like that, Petrov 1 pitch away from getting on his inning, double play. Let's bring up Nick Reynosa, the right fielder. Reynosa in this game, sack bunt in his first plate appearance, and his last plate appearance was hit by a pitch after the home run by Keene. Not really gotten to swing it yet, as he gets quick pitch there by Petrov. Excuse me. Good pitch there, and it seems like Reynosa might be asking the umpire if that was not a balk, as Petrov came very close to not coming set there. We have an 0-2 count here. See what Dan Stauffer behind the plate wants to use here for Petrov. If he wants to throw that breaking ball again or maybe get a fastball up and in here. As he does throw a curveball. Looks like he just cannot find the release point right now on that. But it is a 1-2 count. Wasn't a terrible miss there in the inside half. Petrov will come back again here, 1-2 to Reynosa. And Dan Stauffer didn't like what he was calling there, or might have called the wrong sign as he called time behind home plate. Another quick pitch there by Reynosa, and that one is skied. That is for sure a home run in an elevator shaft, but here at Showers Field, that's just going to be a fly out to Brandon Security for out number 2. Brandon Security has gotten a lot of work out there today.
Left fielder, number 2.
He's done a good job.
Altmaier.
2 outs here for the bottom of the order, the 10 hitter, Alex Altmaier. Short lead there by the runner first, Woodrow, but a pickoff anyway by Petrov, sliding back in safely. Not even a drag one, just a regular bunt there by Altmaier, and Petrov gets off the mound pretty good there and makes the play down to first base. And that's going to be the third out of the inning, and we're going to go into the bottom half of the sixth, still 4-0. No hits there and a walk from the Bluesox in the top half of the sixth.
For the Bucks in the bottom of the
Leading off here
sixth
for the
inning.
Bucks in the bottom of the sixth inning is number 10, the first baseman, Isaac Stouffer.
Isaac Stouffer.
Stouffer only having one at bat here so far today was a chopper back to Marcellus on the mound, who made the play for a 1-3 putout. See what Stouffer does here as Marcellus is back out for his sixth inning of work. And that is a pitch. Couldn't tell what it was, but it was called for a strike in the inner half. Slider on the outside half misses, and we'll even account at 1-1. Stouffer seems like he might be due here for a big hit in a Bucks uniform. It's a fastball from Marcellus, misses up in his zone there for 2-1. Furlong, that was warming up a couple innings in that bullpen, has absolutely shut down. It looks like they're going to give this game to Sean Marcellus and let him ride with it so far right now, as a pitch there in the inside half has Isaac Stouffer out in front of that, and he swings right over top of it, and I'll even account here at 2-2. And just as I say that, the number 23, or excuse me, that's 27, Colby Anderson, is warming up currently. As Stouffer turns around pretty quick on that one, and pretty deep down the left field line, but that one will. Fastball on the outside half there, good pitch, 3-2, but misses. Called ball, and that is going to be ball 4, and it's going to be a walk to Isaac Stouffer to lead off the bottom half of the sixth inning for the DuBois Bucks. And that is going to bring up number 2, Anthony Rago, the second baseman. Rago flew out to the shortstop in the bottom half of the third. See what he does here for the Bucks. Bucks needing to get something going as middle infielder here for the Bluesox. He has played out the middle quite big here with the first baseman Williams holding Stouffer on at first. There's a huge hole on the right side. See if Rago can pop something through there for a base knock. As Marcellus now missing 2 straight pitches down in the zone here, and this could be the Bucks' chance to find something big here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Fastball there finds his zone, 2-1. Rago going to step out of the box, adjust his gloves, maybe mess up the timing still a little bit of Marcellus wanting to go quick all game, and they're going to try to mess with this rhythm a little bit. Rago pulled the front side out in that one and swung right over top of that fastball on the inside half for strike 2. Full count here. Isaac Stouffer at first. We got nobody out. Shoot now shading a little bit back into the normal position. And just like that, he played it perfectly. And Shoop will scoot that one on to Ryan Lynn at shortstop, and they will get the force out at second. But him and Sofer will just trade places now, 1 out with the runner on first, and it's going to flip the lineup over, and we're going to have Brendan Walker in for his third at bat of the game, signaling in his last at bat. Walker steps out, adjusts the batting gloves, and takes a look down to Coach Jan Bowman at third base. Shoop, just like he did in the first 3 pitches of the previous at bat, way over, as there's a move over there by Marcellus. Not in time to get Rago. It seemed like Shoop had that played perfectly that last at bat. The first 3 or 4 pitches, he was played right behind the umpire at second base, and then just before that ground out there, he moved about 4 or 5 feet to his left, and it was played perfectly, and it was hit right to him. Still probably would have made the play with where he was at now, but it made it a lot easier on him. And first pitch of the AB there to Walker is fouled off to the right side. Throw over to first base as Rago is back again there. Looked like he was going to give a hard jab. I don't know if he was going to go, but definitely gave a hard jab there, but was able to get back. That pitch on the inside misses. Ball 1. 1-1 count here to Walker. Marcellus' pitch count probably getting up here. Furlong maybe going in the 7th. See what he does here for this inning, as a breaking pitch misses on the outside half for ball 2. Brandon Walker lifts that one up and out of play into the parking lot. Now 2 strikes. He will take a walk around here and get reset, come back into the box for a 2-2 count. Sakiri on deck here for the Bucks, a lefty, which would be nice to have runners in scoring position for him with a righty on the mound. As Walker calls time there at the last second and granted by the home plate umpire, and smartly Marcellus just throws the pitch. No sense of trying to block yourself or getting hurt. Throws the pitch and was looked like an off-speed pitch. So now if Walker is paying attention to that, now saw that in 2-2. We'll see if he stays with the off-speed or goes to fastball now. And he goes with the fastball, and we will do that one again as he fouls that one right off the inside shin. That one does not feel good. Breaking ball down in the zone. He's hit the third base, and the play is made in the little bit confusion there, the way the umpire called that, but that is going to be a 5-4-3 double play as Dan Bowman took a walk out to the field, looking like he wanted to possibly argue with that one, but says not worth it, as he is now saying something to assistant coach Garrett Brown, and Garrett Brown will say something to the first base umpire to no avail. I think pretty good calls there all around. I think the umpire made the right decision there, but we were going to go into the top of the 7th, 4-0, Bluesox. Game 1 at Showers Field in this Tri-State Collegiate League matchup between the DuBois Bucks and Bucks. Alex Petrov still in the mound for the DuBois Bucks, and the leadoff hitter, number 21, Josh Johnson, at the plate for the Bluesox. First pitch fastball misses up and away to Johnson. Curveball down low there. Third base line, and almost have to let that one go foul. There's no play to be made there either way. Super frustrating as a pitcher is you make a good pitch and they just bounce one like that, but that's how it bounces. But now you just have a chance to double play. But Ryan Lynn, the shortstop, number 8, is going to step in now here for his 4th at bat of the game. 0 for 3 so far. As a bunt is also made, and Stauffer smartly will let that one roll foul. And it looked like Johnson had that one stolen pretty much without a throw, but a bunt still laid down there. Petrov now talking to Stauffer. Stauffer probably telling him to mix up his timing, make up his looks, as the Blue Sox have seemingly ran every time they've gotten base against Petrov so far. Time is called there by Stauffer behind the plate. As Johnson was going to go again there, and smartly a pickoff thrown over. That one a little low, but not being able to be held by Stauffer, as Johnson was for sure taking off on that one, and they had him leaning. But just another life for Johnson out there at first base. Fastball up a little bit above the letters there, as a check swing by Lynn held up in time for ball number 1. Another pickoff. Johnson not looking to go there, got back pretty easily, and we will do it again 1-1. Johnson with a huge lead there, another pickoff throw, and it seems like he has it timed up to pretty much just exactly where he can get out there with Petrov, as he is back just in time. Hit and run there, pretty much executed perfectly, except it was off to the left side, and nobody's covering third base. And smartly by Johnson, a great base running done there, is he catches the Bucks sleeping a little bit as Walker gets it back into the infield to Whaler, but Soltis is off the bag, and Johnson realized it pretty early and took off. And we're now going to have first and third for the Blue Sox with nobody out, and Petrov is going to have to work around this now. See what Coach Dan Bowman does here. See if he brings Soltis in at third base here, if they're just going to play for the double play, give up the run, down 4. Pick off over there to try to get Lynn, but Lynn was barely. And Petrov will come set here for the 0-0 to shoot. Shoot out in front of that one a little bit. Still a good swing on it, but we'll swing through it for an 0-1 count now. Shoot 1 for 3 today with a double, but also a strikeout in his last AB. Lynn there at first base, looking pretty much just to take that one, as if Petrov would have went to the plate there, that would have been an easy steal. The Bucks catching it in time, getting Petrov, to step off just in time. As Shoot pops that one up, and Stauffer and Stauffer will both take a look at it, but that one is going to be up on the roof here at Showers Field on the first base line. 0-2 count now to Corey Shoup. And we'll see what Petrov does here, and see if also the Blue Sox feel comfortable with a 4-run lead. With their pitcher throwing phenomenally this game so far, keeping the Bucks out of balance for the entire game, never being able to string anything together. Or we'll see if they tried to produce another run here in the base pass, or they just let their hitters do it. Shoup, Williams, and Stutz still do up this inning if there is no double plays or groundouts into the middle infield. First base runner had a huge jump again, and he was just shuffling lead. If Petrov would have threw over to first base there, he would have had him pretty easily, but he takes off and has second base stool, but not by a ton, as Dan Stoffer made a great throw down there. And as he slid in, looks like he kind of caught his face a little bit off the ground, but they're looking. And it's now the double plays out of question for the time being. But we're going to have a 1-2 count here. Looks like Lynn seems to be okay. He's going to stay in the game here and run.
How was your career?
Still standing.
Is it?
It's amazing. Must have not been hard out there. So.
It's pretty nice at 7
So we're back into the action here now. Shoup's still at the plate, 1-2 count. Petrov will toe the rubber again. Dan Bowman now pulling his infield in, looking to cut off this run at the plate down 4 with only 1 at bat left. And that curveball just breaks in enough to stay away from hitting Shoup there, drawing the count even to 2-2. And as we're playing right now, we've had all 3 bullpen guys on the lineup card warming up in the pen for the Blue Sox. As now number 24, Travis Mowry, is now warming up on the first base side. Petrov comes set with a 2-2. There's a fastball up in the zone, 3-2 count here. Walk, not the worst thing in the world that could possibly happen. Still down 4. It would create a force at home plate. But get a ground ball here would be even better for Petrov. He throws a fastball. The middle of the zone is going to carry far enough out to Brandon Security. We'll see if they test the arm, and they're going to force a throw, and Johnson smartly comes back, and Stoffer is able to get in the middle field to cut that ball off, and Petrov makes a good pitch there, and we'll get out number 1 of the inning and see if he can work out of this one and keep that lead at 4 and see if the Bucks can get a rally going in the bottom of the 7th. But for right now, it's going to bring up the cleanup hitter of the first baseman, Dan Williams. Williams is flat out to Security in center field, twice walked in his last at bat. There he grounds it back to the pitcher, Petrov. Petrov thought about going to third base there to get Williams. It smartly just turns around and throw out the first base. And quickly, 2 outs here. And we are going to go to the catcher, number 29, Nate Stutz. And Stutz today, 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout, also with a walk. And there are 2 ducks in the pond here for him. See if he can drive in and try to put a nail in the coffin of the DuBois Bucks. But this is big here for the Bucks. Maybe a little bit of momentum after having second and third with nobody out, getting out of it. That's a big momentum booster. Possibly another pitcher coming into the game, potentially forcing out a guy that they haven't really hit well all day. We'll see what happens here, but keeping hope no matter what for the DuBois Bucks team. They are going to try to do that no matter what, but the Blue Sox here is looking to put them away in the first half of this doubleheader. Petrov there gets crossed up on the signs. He'll step off and get him again from Dan Stauffer. And that pitch is lifted into short left field. Whaler calling for it. Walker also calling for it. But it's going to give precedent to the shortstop, Jeff Whaler. And that is a big out there. That is a great three-pitch or three-batter sequence as the manager of the Bluesox pointing to the lefty in the bullpen. And that's going to look like end the day of starting pitcher Sean Marcellus. And heck of a day it was for him as he was going to go 6 strong, only walking 1, striking out 2, and only giving up 3 hits in his 6 innings of work. Tip of the cap to him so far, and they are going to give it away to number 24, Travis Mowry, here for the Bluesox in the bottom of the 7th inning. Back here for the bottom of the 7th inning, and number 67, Jeff Whaler, is going to lead this one off for the Bucks. His 2 at bats so far, over 2, a strikeout and a flyout, and he's going to be the first to greet number 24, Travis Mowry. And Mowry starts with the fastball over the plate for strike 1. Curveball as Whaler's out in front and almost hits Brandon Security down there in the on-deck circle. And a nice play made by head coach Dan Bowman at third base. Mowry up 0-2 to Whaler. Whaler deposits that one down the right field line, and it looks like that one's going to drop foul and hop over the fence and get out of play. And we'll do 0-2 again. Fastball inside there by Mowry. He looked like he ramped that one up a little bit, but misses on the inside 1-2. Good 0-2 pitch. And the Bluesox again have number 27, Colby Anderson, warming up in the pen just in case Mowry gets in trouble here. You don't want to lose this game. Whaler can work in the bat here, get on, and help Brandon Curie out here a little bit with a runner on base. A big hole in that right side again, as they'd be holding Whaler on, and Security left-handed hitter, also facing left-handed pitcher. As Whaler rips one down a left field line and gets over the left fielder's head, bounces to the wall, misplays a little bit. Whaler's going to have a stand-up double, and that is just what the Bucks needed to start a rally here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that one is brought into Shoop, and we'll see if Dan Bowman pinch hits for Security as a lefty-on-lefty matchup, but he will not, as Brandon Security is going to walk to the plate here with nobody out and a runner in scoring position, as that is just what the Bucks needed to start a rally here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as Security will come up here with a chance at an RBI. Security today 0-2, 2 grounds out to the right side, as Jeff Whaler is going to be out at second base right now. The second baseman, Shoop, not going to worry about him at all. The shortstop, Lynn, going to hold him on a little bit, but at the moment right now, that runner does not mean much to the Blue Sox, as the center fielder and right fielder are playing pretty deep here for Sakiri. But straight up, that pitch on the inside half, Sakiri always smiling, but did not agree with that call. He will take the helmet off there and he will reset. He'll come in here with a 1-1 count. That ball's on the inside half. Another pitch, it could go either way. But Whaler times Maury up pretty good, and he will take off down to third base. And a great throw by the catcher, Stutz. And the umpire in the infield will call Whaler safe there. Pretty big risk there to take by Whaler with nobody out, down 4, but is called safe anyway in a very close play at second base. Or at third base, excuse me. Good hack there by Sakiri to stay alive 1 and 2. Anything in play now on the ground should do the job to get him in here. Blue Sox obviously playing back will run trade for an out at this point, up 4. See if Sakiri can work an at bat here with that nice black Chandler in his hand. We have music playing during the pitch, and he will lift one out to center field just before the warning track and going to score Whaler easily, as the Bucks will get on the board here in the bottom of the 7th and cut the deficit to 3, as the bases are now clear with 1 out, and Keegan Soltis, number 4, is going to come to the plate.
Third baseman, number 4, Keegan Soltis.
Colby Anderson, the lefty in the bullpen, has at the moment sat down, and Sean Furlong, the righty, has now gotten up in the pen. Soltis now at the clear bases is going to go to work here, try to start another rally for the Bucks, as they're not going to quit. Soltis again 0 for 2 in this game, fly out and ground out. Seems to be the popular way for the Bucks so far today. A lot of players going with a pop out and a ground out today off of starting pitcher Sean Marcellus. Soltis gets ahead here in the count. And pitcher Travis Maury. Maury leaves one down the hard there, and Keegan Soltis is just out in front of it and almost had a double down the third base line there. But that one will harmlessly go foul, and we are going to go again here, 2 and 2. Maury toes the rubber here for 2-2. Comes with a fastball right at the letters that Soltis was right on, but just swung a little bit under it and sends that one back into the backstop. And they'll do the 2 and 2 again. Soltis pops that one up in the air, deep right field, and that one's going to hang up there just enough for the right fielder, Reynosa, to make the second out of the inning, and the DuBois Bucks are down to their last out of this one.
Number 21, Dan Stoffer.
The last hope right now for the Bucks is number 21, Dan Stoffer, the catcher. 1 for 2 in this one with a single and a strikeout. First pitch taken outside for ball 1 to Stoffer. Another pitch taken on the outside half for ball 2. Maury, I think seeing so far what has happened to this game, does not want to miss into Dan Stoffer, as he has those quick hands. He's going to get around on it. Just missing out and not messing with him as he throws a slow curveball there and gets Dan Stoffer to swing over it. And Dan visibly not happy with himself there, but will reset and will come back 2 and 1. Stoffer out in front of that one again, and he lifts that one deep down the left field line, just foul, to even account at 2 and 2, and the DuBois Bucks now down to their last strike. Stauffer again out in front and lets the bottom hand go on that one. And he puts another one into the stands down the left field line. No quitting Dan Stauffer right now as home plate umpire runs out of balls. Coach Dan Bowman gets another one out of the box and we'll throw it into the pitcher and we'll do 2-2 again. And that one just seemed like a matter of time as Dan Stauffer stays hot here for the most part as he will deposit that one into left field for a 2-out single. And it's going to bring up number 13, Eli Glass, the lefty.
Courtesy runner.
Again, for the catcher, Dan Stauffer, Lance Boldensparger is going to run for him as the manager of the Bluesox is going to come out and a couple of infielders are going to come out there and going to talk to his pitcher, Travis Maury, excuse me.
Now batting right fielder, number 13, Eli Glass.
Furlong and Anderson in the Bluesox bullpen should both be ready to go. None of them are up throwing right now. If this were to get to that point, Maury throws over there to keep Boldensparger close. Quick pitch there by Maury is a ball 1-0. Fastball painted on the outside for strike one to Eli Glass. Smart to hold off now as the same pitch. Maury comes across his body there and misses on the outside, and the catcher Stutz does a nice job to keep that one in front of him and keep the runner at first. Maury comes set and a hard hit ball down the first base line, but Williams will make that play, and that'll do it for the first half of the Twin Bill tonight as the Butler Bluesox go 4 runs on 9 hits to 1 error. Will beat the DuBois Bucks to 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, and the Bucks will drop to 5-3 as here in about 20 minutes we will run it back, as they say, and we will play the second half of this Twin Bill tonight, and we'll go at her again. Thank you. Welcome back to Showers Field here for Game 2 of the doubleheader. DuBois Bucks are going to send number 14 Bryce Timko to the mound. Lackawanna Community College product going to go to Fairleigh Dickinson here in the fall. We'll get you a rundown of the lineups here in a second, but number 21 Josh Johnson is going to start it off here for the Butler Bluesox.
So Matt enthusiastic about last game's result. I just posted on Facebook. Bucks dropped game 1 4-1.
Timko from Kerwinsville Area High School misses again the game. Just purely out of the stretch, has progressed a lot here in the last couple of years as he comes back and evens the count here at 2-2. Knowing Bryce off the field has progressed from the low 80s to the mid and upper 80s here within about 2 years and has really put in a lot of time and effort into this game. And it shows as he has picked up a D1 offer and going to Fairleigh Dickinson here in the fall. As he misses there down low. Bryce will primarily go with fastball, curveball, changeup